Welcome to the High Pressure Podcast with me, George Ratermann.
And me, Marie Williams. Brought to you by Reliably Ratermann.
Bringing you industry news and trends.
Plus, insightful conversations with industry leaders.
Let's get to today's show. Well, we'd like to welcome everybody to another episode of the High Pressure Podcast here at Ratermann Manufacturing. And today I've got our co-host, Marie Ratermann, next to me, and then we also have Mary Carter Ratermann. So today, though, is a super duper special day. This is a broadcaster's moment that today we're going to be able to say that we are now officially the Chart distribution for North America for Microbulk tanks and cryogenic cylinders. And joining us here today is Gary Dagenhart from Chart and Jill Ivanko, CEO of Chart. Jill, welcome, and love to hear your first thoughts here of what this means to you, to Chart and Ratermann.
Thanks, George, and great to be here with you, Marie and Mary. I'm just so thrilled today. This has been a really long time coming from our perspective at Chart. To be able to partner with Ratermann is one of the greatest, I think, accomplishments that we have had in the Chart history. And we're so excited for having the ability to continue to build our distribution network with folks that are tried and true in the industrial gas industry, multiple different end markets. The Ratermann team is, I would say, experts in being able to get to the right end customers. And this gives us another avenue to deliver a high quality product and have a great expanded team through our partnership.
That's great. Well, I got to tell you, I really want to ask Marie, because I know Maria was really a large part of the negotiations with all the folks at Chart and all of Marie. Show me your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's just like the pinch me moment. I wake up and I'm like, wait, is this real? This is happening. Growing up in the industry, getting to see you work at a gas distributor and now having Ratermann, all I hear is the reliability that Chart has been and is from their product line. And I know that Ratermann through and through the details is all about reliability when it comes to service. So it's kind of this perfect match of a partnership is how I think of it. And being able to provide that service with that type of product to the independent market so that they can be as competitive as possible and get out there and grow into new market shares is just a dream. I'm excited.
Fantastic. Hey, I would like to ask you, Gary, from your view, what does this mean to a gas distributorship? What does this mean to the independent gas distributor?
Well, this is actually the joining of really the two leading distributors for liquid products here in the U.S. Our quality and capabilities to produce a high level product, and your capabilities of marketing, managing, and customer support really have been a key feature and a key reason for making this happen in the first place. For the last few years, I've been trying to come up with a solution for how do we match your ability to provide equipment to customers. And I haven't been able to do that within a budget that Jill would ever approve. So this is
and that's for darn
an
sure
opportunity to reach that goal. So I think distributors will quickly see the advantages of this great relationship.
That's great. I think a lot of distributors listening to this announcement, there's been a lot that's gone on with Chart in the last, period of time with Baker Hughes and purchase and things like that. I just want to get your feedback, if I could, Jill, on from a distributor's perspective of how you see this now and the position the Chart's in, the position we're at together doing the distribution for microbulks and liquid cylinders.
I see this as a great position for our industry, for ourselves, both Ratermann and Chart together, and for all independent distributors in the market. The combination of Baker Hughes and Chart brings us access to even more opportunities with new customers, a variety of existing customers. But I think right now the distribution channel is stronger than ever and is really needed by the market. for the demand that we're seeing in a variety of different end markets.
So agree with you. One of the comments that we've heard in the marketplace is that people are saying, well, what will be the excitement level of Chart with Baker Hughes? Will that be such a small part of their company that maybe they won't get the full attention? I'd like to just straight out address that to you.
Yeah, I think it's the exact opposite of that. This has been a partnership with Baker Hughes and Chart that we've developed primarily on the energy side of the business over many, many years, working together, primarily with Chart supplying key equipment into applications that Baker Hughes provides. Baker Hughes has a strategy to continue to diversify their portfolio, not to stay so close to the oil field services side, but to further penetrate the industrial element of the business. And we are a key catalyst. Chart Industries is a key catalyst to be able to help them accomplish that goal. And therefore, they have an immense amount of attention, not only on Chart, but also on our channels, on our customer, our distribution channels, our ways to market, because for them, this is a slightly different way of hitting different markets than what they're used to in oil field services. So we become a critical factor and a catalyst to help them achieve their goals of the industrial diversification side. I've spoken directly to their CEO and chairman of the board, who is extremely keen to grow the industrial gas segment of the business. He has a hyper focus on that. And as a matter of fact, one of the connections that we will be making with not only Ratermann, but many of our key industrial gas partners, that we're going to have touch points with them on an ongoing basis for the next years ahead. And that's going to get set up here in the coming week or two.
Yeah. And that was one of the things I'm really glad to hear it from you. And I think all the distributors are going to be thrilled to hear this from you, because it's one of the things that we are very excited about too, right? Sometimes things can kind of like get in a holding pattern and kind of get slowly sunsetted, where this is really quite the opposite. It's really the investment and really make the next future what can be. And that's what we're excited to be part of as well with Chart.
I think it's also worth noting that this was an early conversation before we ever announced that Baker Hughes was acquiring Chart Industries. The dialogue that I had directly with their CEO and chairman was, we were talking with you guys about this partnership, and we went through the articulation as to why it makes a heck of a lot of sense to do. And from day one, he and they and their entire board and executive team were aware that we were working on getting to this answer, and extremely supportive. I'd love to send the email when I said we got it done, that he sent back, and it had a bunch of smiley emojis and a fantastic, we're really excited about it. So this is true stories here, and that's I think probably the best way to articulate where the sentiment is toward this relationship.
Well, man, when you get smiling emojis, that's about as good as it gets, right?
That pretty much covers it, right?
So, it does. It does.
I think George is more a woo woo.
Yeah, I am more of a woo woo. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows how to get to the emojis.
Well, that's what I said out to our folks. I had a big long woo woo. Yeah. That's great. And Gary, what are your thoughts when you think of it from the mindset of a distributor?
Yeah, I think distributors have always been in need of a supplier who can provide just-in-time service and product capabilities. And they have done a good job of allowing Chart to have additional time to get things done, mainly because of the quality we provide. But now they're going to have the opportunity to have both that quality, and they're going to get the just-in-time service, plus the communication that, look, even this podcast offers. So hearing what Chart is doing, what we're building, what we're accomplishing through your network and your communication, that is going to improve for both of us. And I'm excited to have that for us in the future.
Marie, what would be your number one thought when you're looking at it from the distributors, and what you've been hearing distributors are looking for when they're talking about service?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the road going across the country visiting customers all the time. And when I'm seeing customers, I am wanting to ask the difficult questions. So some of those questions are, what do you like about your current supplier? What could we be doing better? Those type of things. And Chart comes up, absolutely. And I have always heard that Chart is the best product that they can buy because they know that they're going to put it into the field and it's set it and forget it. They don't have to worry about anything. I think where Ratermann shines is, and Jill touched on it as well, is the service side of it. So I think immediate impact from the distributor side is potential enhancement on the service of having that touch point that's going to be getting back to you within the first hour or two that you're getting. If you don't get us live, which is rare, we're going to be getting back to you right away. And then with the strong partnership that we have with Chart and that communication channel that we have going, we'll be able to get answers out right away, along with shipments out potentially same day for next day delivery, which would be great.
Yeah. Mary, I want to ask you a question. Now, Mary, you're handling the VP of operations and processes. So really all the distribution of product in our facilities. Could you touch on that and what we're doing for the different products coming from Chart?
Yeah, it's really exciting because we're going to be distributing products from all three of our warehouses. So that's Nashville, Tennessee, Houston, Texas, and then Livermore, California. So we're really going to be, strengthen this partnership even further, being able to kind of supply anybody within, honestly, days' time.
And what will that mean to a customer? Let's say you're in Nashville or near Nashville. They could will call?
Yeah, they could absolutely will call. You can will call at all three of our locations.
Yeah, so we got will call and shipping and then also the freight costs. I think that brings some freight costs down.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. So not only will it impact, or rather positively impact a decrease in freight times, but also.
Yeah, so you get it quicker and cost less for freight. That's a pretty good thing. Well, Jill, I got to tell you, I'm so glad you could make it today. And Gary, appreciate the time you took. I think that the industry is excited about where we're going. And I think as they hear the words of the investment and what's going to be going on in Chart as far as the future, and then this distributor relationship that we have in selling the Microbulk tanks and your liquid cylinders in North America through our different distribution locations, I am telling you, we're going to have a lot of excitement out there, and our folks are out there to take care of customers, and we are so excited about the future and what we're going to be doing together. So thank you for both for making the time today.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Thank you, George and Marie, Mary. We appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to all the work we'll be putting in together.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Stay up to date with the latest news in the gas and welding industry by clicking on the subscribe button.
And check out one of our other videos to learn more. Find out more about Reliably Ratermann at rmiordered.com.